Hi students, I'm Naveen Bansal and welcome back to the Math Navigator. Today we are diving deep into the topic vectors. If you have been struggling with this topic or finding yourself stuck on the methods, remember a golden rule: stop guessing, start navigate. Before we jump into the topic, a quick heads up. If you need personalized help to crush your upcoming exams, I offer one-to-one session. My contact number is right there in the description below. Feel free to reach and let's get your grades right on the track. All right, so let's start the topic. So, today we are going to do it's like part of a vector. It's like a tool which can be used uh, do the questions related to vectors. I tell you what, like in your lower classes, you have done simultaneous equation. Let's take any simultaneous. It can be in two variables or it can be in three variables. I'll show you what kind of questions you might have done. So let's take these two. Right. So you must have done these kinds of equations. This is the equation in two variables and this is the equation in three variables. So you normally solve the two equations. First, I'll talk about the equation in two variables. You solve it by substitution, you solve it by elimination, or you solve by equating, right? But here we'll use another method which is called augmented matrices. But even before doing the augmented matrices, let me tell you one thing. So I'm saying 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. What is this? This is a linear equation in two variable, or in other words, it is like y is equal to mx plus c, which is the equation of line, right? So I want to find the value of x and y from here. So I'll use this method, and this is the equation in three variables. How we'll use them in the vectors, you will understand it in the upcoming videos. But here, what I want to teach you is what is augmented matrix, what is row echelon form, and what is um how do you solve them by the different methods. So there can be three possible solutions. So first, let's talk about this equation in two variables, that is 2x plus 3y is equal to 4 and 5x plus 4y is equal to 17. There are three possibilities. Number one, unique solution. Then there can be no solution, or there can be infinitely many solutions. So in order to solve it, first we need to understand what is augmented matrix, right? You can call it augmented matrix or matrix of coefficients. How it is created, I'll tell you. For this equation, the augmented matrix will be made like 2, 5, 4, 4, 17. Basically, what is that? This is the coefficients of x, this is the coefficients of y, and these are the constant terms, right? So this is called augmented matrix. And for the second one, I can create my augmented matrix like again writing the coefficient. But first, I'll talk about this equation. How to solve this equation using row echelon form. First, we need to understand. We need to make this digit as 0. So basically, what we want to make here 0. Anyhow, right? And once we make it 0, then we can solve it. But there are, how do you interpret once you make it 0? I'll just explain you. Let's say if you have something like this, this can be 1. 1 means this is the coefficient of x, so it is like it can be written as 2x plus 3y is equal to 4, 5x plus 4y is equal to 70. So if I have this I have to make it 0. How I will make it 0 from here, I'll explain you. But please understand this. Actually, what this means it has some value. You can have 1, 2, 3, 4. These square means these squares means that they have some value, some coefficient. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 20, it can be -10, it can be -5, it can be 3/2 or anything. Got it? So let's say if this is this. So this is basically 2x plus 3y is equal to 4. So if I have something, then that's is according to the coefficients. So let's try to solve this equation. So what I want to do here is, if I have 2, 3, 5, 4, 4, 70. So first we need to understand row operations. We'll understand what do we mean by row. When I'm saying row operations mean like this is row 1, the upper thing, this thing. This is row 1 and this thing is row 2. Right? So we can do certain operations with these rows. Number 1, interchange. What do we mean when I'm saying interchange rows? Interchange row means the second row can become first row can become second row, and so on. So first is interchange rows. Second is replace the row by non-zero multiple of itself. Non-zero multiple of itself means like I can multiply the row 1 with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or -1, -2, 2 by anything. So replace the row by non-zero multiple of itself. When we'll solve one question, then you will understand it better. I tell you the technique of solving the question, right? And then we come to the third thing. Third is replace the row with multiple of itself and add another. See, you can add it or subtract it, right? Right. So these are the 3 laws you can use solve these equations. First, I'll do one question, then it will be better for you. So let's start doing the question. So this is the equation which I want to solve. Let's cut this equation and get it on. I want to solve this equation. How will I solve it using the augmented matrix? This is the important thing. First, as I've told you, I'll write the equations of coefficient, right? 5, 4, 4 and 70. My main aim, what I should do is I should make this term 0. First thing, how will I make it 0? I will write two by 5 R2 minus R1 is equal to, or substitute, R2. What does this mean? This means you need to multiply this last row by 2 by 5 let's subtract row 1 and replace it with R2. I'll tell you what does this mean. So first I'll multiply this row 2 with 2 by 5. So this will give me 2 by 5 times 5, 2 by 5 times 4, and 2 by 5 times 17, right? So this will become 2, 8 over 5, and this will become 34 by 5. Now I will subtract row 1. That means subtract, this will become minus 2 because I'm subtracting. This will become negative 3 because I'm subtracting, and this will become negative of 4, right? So what I'll get here, so 2 minus 2 will give me 0. 8 over 5 minus 3. So 8 over 5 minus 3, which will give me 8 minus 15 by 5. So negative of 7 by 5. So negative of 15. Yes, negative 7 oblique 5, right? And this will become 34 by 5 minus 4. So 34 by 5 minus 4 is equal to 34 minus 20 by 5, which will give me 14 by 5. So I'm left with 14 by 5. Got it? So now I have, in place of this, I will write 0, minus 7 by 5, and 14 by 5. This means that I have replaced my second row with a multiple of itself and then subtracting. So now I am got, what does this last line means? This line means, just delete it so that you don't confuse. So it will become 0x, because this is the coefficient of x, this is the coefficient of y, and this is a linear, this is the constant term. So minus 7 over 5 by is equal to 14 by 5. So 5 cancels 5. So y is equal to 14 by, divided by minus 7, which is negative of 2. So this is my value of y. Now I can find the value of x as well. So from the first equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 4, which will give me what? 2x plus 3 times negative 2 is equal to 4, which will give me 2x minus 6 is equal to 4. It will give me 2x is equal to 10. It will give me x is equal to 5. Here, so I have got the two values. So basically, this is a unique solution. There are three possibilities. Three possibilities means I can have infinitely many solutions, I can have no solution, or I can have infinitely many solutions, I can have unique solution, or I can have no solution. So basically, here, after solving this, I have got unique value of x and unique value of y. So this equation has unique solution. Now I talk about different cases. What is unique solution? What is infinitely many solutions? And what is no solution? Let's take this one. So when I have this, right, this means if I go by the second row, it means 0x plus y is equal to something, right? So for y, there is a unique value. So this represent one solution or unique solution. So if you get this kind of a case, this is one solution. Let's talk about the second situation. This means 0x plus 0y is equal to something. Something means it can be 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever value can come in the box, which is not possible because 0x plus 0y can only be 0. That means it is absurd. This means no. Let's talk about the third case. So basically, in the end, I have 0x plus 0y is equal to 0. I cannot call the coefficient of x as 0 because x will have some value here, the coefficient of x, right? So from here, I can have any value of y, right? I can have any value of y because 0 times anything is 0. So this equation will be satisfied. So I'll say y is equal to any value. So let's take y is equal to t. So this becomes x plus some t is equal to something. So this means I can put any value of t and I can get any value of x. So it has infinitely many solutions. You need to remember these three cases. Once we'll go back to the vectors and solve the equation of lines, the relationship between them, then you'll understand it much better. For the time being, you have to understand one thing, that if we are solving two equations in like equation in two variables, simultaneous equations, they can have three situations: one solution, no solutions, or infinitely many solutions. And how to solve them? By using augmented matrices. In this video, I'm going to do one question. If you want me to solve more questions or want to make more videos, or you want to talk to me regarding the more questions, how to do more practice, you can definitely contact me on my number, which is given at the given below, right? So this is the when we are solving two equations. Now I'll talk about P. The cases will stay the same. Let me first I'll tell you how to what are the three types of solutions. Again, this can have unique solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solution. First I'll take this. First I'll explain you this, how to interpret, and then I'll solve one question with you. Got it? So again, the same thing. Here, this means I have, if I'll take first case, I'll have 0x plus 0y plus z is equal to something, right? So I have a unique value for z, and then I can put that value of z here. So y plus some value of z, whatever, is equal to some value. So here I will have particular value for y, right? X will have a particular value, y will have a particular value, and same way z will have a x will have a particular value, right? So in this case, we have unique solution. Again, this side, if you'll see 0x plus 0y plus 0z is equal to this, which is absurd because if everything is 0, you cannot have some value here. So it is no. I can understand some topics in AHL will be difficult, but for this, you can contact me anytime and I'll be more than happy to solve your doubts. You can send me you can write it in the comment box or you can mail me. Got it? So now we'll talk about this has infinitely many solutions. Once we'll do planes, then we'll work on it more. Infinitely many solutions. Why we have infinitely many solutions? Because here 0x plus 0y plus 0z is equal to 0. So I can have n number of solutions. For I can say z is equal to t because z can take any value. Then same way we can do this. Once you are comfortable with the equation of the line which we have already done, next class, next video, we will do relationship between the lines and the planes, then it will become better. What is the use of it? So for the time being, you need to understand that we have question in two variables, one variable, and then we can solve it, right? So now we are far more interested in solving this 3 by 3 equation, right? I'll solve one question with you, then you'll become confident. Let's solve. In this case, first I'll create an augmented matrix. This is the coefficient of x, this is the coefficient of this line is the coefficient of x, this line is coefficient of y, this line is coefficient. In this case, using the row operations, you have to create the triangle of zeros, right? Means all these three will be like, let's say 0 0 0. And how you will make it 0? Not by writing, by solving. Got it? So how do we solve it to make it 0? There is a technique. I'll explain you the technique. So just give me a very moment. I will explain you everything. The technique, how you should proceed so that you can do it easy, right? The best technique to do it, first make this thing as a 0, then make this thing as a 0, and then make this thing as a 0. I'll just do it for you, this question, then you'll understand. So I need to do the raw operations. So in order to do the raw operations, let's, what I can do is, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3. So I'll straight away write R3 minus R1 replaces R3. So R3 is 1 minus 1 minus 2. 0. And R1 is 1, 3 minus 1 and 15. So change the signs. What it will become? Negative 15 minus 1 minus 4 and 0. So I'll replace it with this. Instead of this, I'm going to write 0, negative 4, negative 1, negative 15. This is my row 3. Now I want to make this as 0, this 2 as 0. So what I can do is R2 minus 2R1 replaces R2. So this is 2117. Then it will become times 1, 2. Times 3, 6. Times minus 1, minus 2. Times 15, 30. Change the signs. Minus, plus, minus, minus. So this will become 0. This will become minus 5. Right? This will become 3. And this will become negative 23. So I'll replace it. I'll replace this row with 0, negative 5, 3 and minus 23. Now I want to make this as 0. Right? How will I make this 0? What I want to do is multiply it with 3 by 4. The only way. So 3 by 4 I have to subtract this with the second row. So I'll multiply it with 5 by 4. So 5 by 4 times R3 minus R1. minus R2. So this will give me 5 by 4 times R3. So this will become 0. Yes. And 5 by 4 times negative 4. 5 by 4 times negative 1. And 5 by 4 times negative 15. And you have to subtract from this minus 5, 3 and minus 20. Minus 5. This is anyhow 0, so I'm not bothered about it. So subtract row 2. So 0. This will become minus 5. This will become 3 minus 23. 3 minus 23. Change the signs. Plus, minus, plus. So 5 by 4, this will become 5, negative 5, this will become 0. 0, 0. This will become negative 5 by 4. Negative 5 by 4. Negative 3. What this will give me? Negative 5 by 4, negative 3 will be minus 17 by 4. This is minus 17 by 4. And this will become minus 75 by 4 plus 23. So this will give me minus 75 plus 23 times 4. 89. Sorry. 92 over 4. So 92 minus and 75. 7. 17 by 4. So this becomes 17 by 4. So now I have got my last row minus 7. So this means 0x plus 0y minus 17 over 4z is equal to 17 by 4. So 17 by 4 cancels. So z is equal to negative 1. So this is my value of z. So I'll write it z is equal to negative 1. Now I will find the value of y. My second row is 0 minus 5. 0 minus 5. So my second row says, I'll write it here only. My second row says 0, negative 5. So 0x minus 5y plus 3z is equal to minus 23. So z is equal to minus 1. So minus 5y. Then I can write minus 3 equal to minus 23. It implies minus 5y is equal to minus 20. It implies y is equal to negative. Negative, negative cancels. 4. So y is equal to 4. I have got x, z is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 4. Now I want to find my x. So how can I find x? So you will take here, I'll write it. So this will give me x plus 3y minus z equal to 15. I'll take x plus 3 times 4, 12, minus minus plus plus 1 is equal to 15. So it will give me x is equal to. Finally, we have done it. I understand this is a little bit longer question and you have to do a little bit of practice, then only you'll be able to understand. So you need to practice it at home. we'll do these questions again, and of course I'll send you the questions for practice if you contact me. And for the time being, you need to understand this, that this we have a fixed value for x which is 2, fixed value of y which is positive 4, and fixed value of z which is negative 1, right? So thank you so much, students. I know sometimes maths is we find maths a little difficult sometimes, but yes, if you practice you'll find it easy, right? So please do not forget to subscribe my channel, and in the next video we'll continue with the line, and then we'll do plates.